Hi everyone, Jan Fursdon here from Fursdon House. I have a journal set that I want to share with you today, and they go together and they will be for sale in my Etsy shop, so I'll put that link below. But I've finally done my first Christmas journals. I just felt in the mood to do something like that, totally departing from what I normally do. So I just want to go ahead and get started, but we'll talk about this one later. I'm going to put it right over here, and then we're going to talk about the large one. What I wanted to do is basically an old world Christmas, is basically what I call them. So that's what the theme of this one is old world Christmas. It is a hardbound book, and what I've done, I took the book Country Diary, and it sounds misleading, but it's called the Country Diary Christmas Book. And here is that book. And while it does have several pieces of artwork by Edith Holden from the book Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady, this one is called the Country Diary Christmas Book. I think it's a little misleading simply because it's not just Edith Holden, it's a lot of other stuff combined. So I thought, okay, I want to make it into a journal and let y'all know. So here we go. There are about 64 to 65 pages, depending on how you count them and everything. There are 2 signatures, and as I said, it is hardbound. It is 7 inches wide, 9 1/4 inches tall, so it's kind of large, and it has a 2 3/4, just shy of 2 3/4 inch spine on it. I have some artwork in here also by My Porch Prints, and that's what the cover photo is, or not photo, but picture from My Porch Print. I love her work. I'll put her link below. This is a little sterling silver angel that I've had for a couple of years now, and I thought, perfect. I kind of grunged her up a little bit because I didn't want her too sparkly. It has a toile binding on it, along with a, make sure I'm still in focus because this is kind of large. It has the tassel on it, which is completely removable. On the tassel, I've included, there's a key in here, St. Christopher key, I think. And then there are some cloisonne beads in here that I've just put in. There are also some glass leaf beads. You can see that. And there's several different kinds here. And somewhere in there, oh, there's one. There's a little pink glass heart. So the leaves and the, or leaves I should say, and the little hearts are glass. It is completely removable, and I'm going to go ahead and remove it. I think I'm going to try to. There we go. So that I'm not banging it around while I'm showing it to you. I'm going to take off the key, and that way it'll just all stay together. But there's the spine. It's I think it's called the pamphlet stitch. That's a Tim Holtz little post thing. Here's the reversed. And again, this is from My Porch Prints. Her Christmas collection is so beautiful. I love these old world Santa things. And there are lots of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the little charms that I've just, you know, little beads and what have you. So let's go ahead and open her up. And I've left a lot of space because my idea was, you know, who has time to write a lot at Christmas time? I don't, and I love to write. But I wanted to put lots of large pockets in there as well, so you can take my ephemera out and use it in somewhere else. But I wanted large pockets as well so that you could put your own keepsakes from Christmas in it, special cards that you received or letters or whatever. So that's the idea behind it that I've taken. So here we go. This is it. Ta-da! And some of the information, to keep the video a little bit shorter, and it's going to be long regardless, I'm going to explain some information in the reverse. I mean in the comment section. This is from the cover of the actual book. You can see the, I just fussy cut it out. And again, there's the picture of that, and I've just fussy cut it there. This is blank at the moment, but it'll be a letter that I address to whoever purchases it. And I've just used one of my little glue stick seals on it. I've used this from the book itself, and I've just got, this book belongs to. This is a little cutout of plum pudding. Very famous Christmas treat in England. or actually in the UK, I would think. Most, if it's not, I'll let you know if it isn't part of the book, but the majority of the pictures and the pockets and what have you are from the book itself. They are original pages. They're not photocopy. And this is the first one, and I just loved it. I fell in love with the colors and everything, and I thought it was really neat. And again, I'm trying to get lots of big pockets. This is a journal card. This one is actually from, excuse me, Graphics Fairy, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And here we go. This is from My Porch Prints. This was a happy accident. What turned out, I printed them incorrectly. I wanted to print them back to back so that I had this on one side and this on another, but that didn't work because I didn't do it correctly. And they all printed just on one sheet. So what I did, I stitched them all together. And it came out really neat because I like the idea. It's kind of puffy and it just gives more texture to it. So I thought that was really cool. And then this is from the book. I love these old world prints. They're just wonderful. This is a greeting card that Edith Holden drew and sent for a Christmas card to her friends. So I'll point those out to you as well, naturally. These, this and this drawing here, or painting, whatever. And this is also from the book, but it's the Edith Holden. That's where it gets its name from. And here's a recipe for brandy butter, and that's wonderful if you like that type of thing. Also from the book. And this is also from the book, and I've just put it on some scrapbook paper, some designer paper there, and put some lace, what have you. Again, keeping the pocket large. One of the little charms. This is also from the book. This is at Drury Lane. It's a theater. Very famous theater in England. Lots of journal space. Again, this is also from the book. I used literally every page of the book. Save one, and that one's this here. But this is from the book. It's just sweet. And I've just put them on the backs of scrapbook pages. And this, like I said, this was the only page that I didn't use. I thought, well, I'm going to include it anyway because it's got some really cool ideas. It's talking about scented sachets and pillows. And it talks about things, recipes for using or creating sachets. And I thought, whoa, that's neat. And the drawings here, I believe, are by Edith Holden. So I'm just going to put that there. We'll just keep on going. Wassail cup. Cinnamon sticks, cloves, mace, ginger root. Oh, yummy stuff. An Old English recipe. Another little booklet type thing with My Porch Prints digitals on those. I just love them. And then again, a large pocket. The pocket picture came from the book. More from the book. Another large pocket. This is a beautiful piece. I think this one came from my the Graphics Fairy, and I just fell in love with it. And I love the texture of it and the color. It was just so unusual. So I thought, right, put him right in there if he will go down and behave himself. Again, this picture was from the book. This is from a recipe card that I created. This is an old piece of lace, vintage lace, one of the charms. And on the center, they had these tiny little pictures of plum pudding. That's what a plum pudding looks like. It's not what we call normal pudding in the United States. The UK, at least in England, possibly the entire UK, their puddings are kind of like a cake consistency, really. And so I thought that would be perfect for the little inserts there. Here we have another, excuse me, got allergies going like crazy. A little journal card there, vintage buttons. As I said, I wanted to use up as much of the book as I possibly could. This is from the book as well. Some antique lace there, a little snippet. I've just put it on the reverse of, or on some cardstock there. Here we have a picture that was right in the middle of the book. One part on one page, one on the other. And I couldn't get it to look well, so I thought, well, fine, I'll just do this then. But it's the picture of the two children, and they're looking over to this. And that, again, is from the book, original pages. But I just thought it was so sweet. I thought, well, I'll keep you together regardless. This is also from the book. I enjoyed this one. This is from the book as well. And, of course, there's the mistletoe. He's got a great idea. And she's thinking, yeah, right, This was the sort of, I guess, the end pages of the book. You can see here, it's the same page here, but they were blank on one side, so I thought, well, I'm not about to waste those, so I just put those in the book as well. I bought several of these books. I got them on sale, so I'll be making more of these, but this is my first effort. Again, this is from the book, but this one's by Edith Holden. This is from the book. A large journal card, again from the book. The Christmas tree, as we know it today, started, it was made popular by Prince Albert of the Victoria and Albert, well, Victoria's reign in England. And I believe that's a drawing or an etch or whatever they want to call it of Queen Victoria and Prince Albert and some of their children. And they would actually put live candles on it. Prince Albert was German, and that was a tradition that they had then, was putting live candles on their small trees. They were tabletop trees. And, of course, you wouldn't light them except maybe once, and then you had to be very careful because, you know, you didn't want the house to burn down. That would not have gone over well. So, some paper that I've had ages and ages. I'm not sure where I got it, but it just, I thought it went perfect with this. More cards from that I created from the book. This one has antique lace on it. This one's a little bit of an applique snippet. Just reverse there. This is a Tim Holtz die cut flower. I thought was really neat. This is from the book as well, as is this picture. And I've just used some vintage buttons here. And this one is from the book. And I've just created a little snippet here. And it's a pocket, and I've left it empty so that you can put whatever you would like in it. Thought that was really cool. Beautiful papers. This is a Tim Holtz botanical die cut. Again, more from the book. Again, this is a little elf holding a platter of the that holds the plum pudding. I personally don't care for plum pudding. It looks neat though. And another from the book. An applique here, and this was torn, and it was just a scrap that I put on the back, and I thought I really like the look of it torn like that, so I just kept it, and then I just added some torn ends there. So what can I say? I'm different. It's all good. And I love this tree. I did some fussy cutting, as you can tell, and I think it turned out really well. I love that. It's so detailed. And again, it's a large pocket. It's one of the charms, and this is also from the book. I've just added a little bit of glitz up at the top. It's just on the reverse there. This is the beginning of the second signature. That is just hiding the little back side of the Tim Holtz thing that holds the Tim Holtz thing that holds the tassel. I didn't like the look of just something raw. This is also from the book, these two pictures, and this one. And my granddaughter Isabel had a really neat idea. She said, you know, you ought to include some recipes from that we have. Now, my husband's family are English. He was the first one born in the States. But I thought, okay, I'll include some. These are English recipes. Mince Tarts. I love Mince Tarts. And I was going to use one of my Christmas recipe cards, but they're so small, and so I just kind of fussy cut some stuff from it, and did that. So that's for Mince Tarts. English rice pudding. Unless you've had English rice pudding, you haven't had rice pudding, because the American version is yuck. I hate American rice pudding, but the English version is yummy. And Scottish Shortbread. This is my mother's recipe. It is the best recipe that I have ever found for shortbread. It's very simple. 3 ingredients: butter, sugar, flour. It's fabulous, and I've never tasted any better, so I went ahead and included that. But thanks to Isabel, that was her idea to put those recipes in there. Again, from the book here. All of these are from the book. This one was another one that was right on the edge in the spine of the book, and I got it removed gently enough that I was able to save it. But I couldn't, of course, get rid of the crease, so I just turned it into a little booklet. That's an Edith Holden bird. Edith Holden bird. Edith Holden birds there. I thought that turned out really well. I love that drawing there. And another card here from the book. Journal space. Also from the book. That's Edith Holden, but it is from the book as well. So you can see where they got the idea of calling it the Country Diary Christmas book. But if you purchase the book, don't think that it is only Edith Holden drawings in it, because it is not. It definitely is not. You can see all this other artwork that came from the book. All of these are from the book. That's an Edith Holden one from the book, but as you can see, not all of them are. And this one, okay, come on you. They're not there. There we go. Also from the book. Put this on here before I lose it. These are also from the book. This is from Beatrix Potter. She painted this picture. It says, "The light from the open door in Beatrix Potter's A Winter Scene." It's from her Hilltop Farm. That's where she lived. That was one of her favorite places, and I think it was the last place she lived there. It's in Surrey, and it conjures up conviviality and hospitality of a country home at Christmas. So again, that's from Beatrix Potter. She painted that. And again, the little plum puddings, English plum pudding. This is from the book. And again, large pockets. This one was from the book. I almost didn't put this in. I thought, no, you really have to put it in. It's the boar's head, and it literally is a boar's head. I thought, ooh, okay, but hey, you know what it is? This is what it was like. And again, these are from My Porch Prints. I just thought they went really well with all the other pictures here. You can see there's lots of space to journal. From the book, also from the book, this is Caroling, was the name of this one. And the children would come by and do the caroling, and then she's giving them money to help out. Another from the book. They're pulling a cracker, and it's literally, as it sounds, C-R-A-C-K-E-R, an English cracker. And I'll explain a little bit in the comment section below. But we use crackers at Christmas time, and some of them are just beautiful. The best ones you can find are at Home Goods and TJ Maxx. It's where I found the most beautiful ones. But I'll put some more information about that. But I thought it was neat. But it's an old English tradition, and it was really neat to see that. These all came from the book. That one's Edith Holden. This one is The Burning of Yule Logs or Clogs, dates from the days of the pagan Norsemen celebrating the winter solstice. So I thought that was some neat information to have. This is from the book there, and I've just turned it into a journal card. And again, this is the other end paper that came from the book. I didn't want to just waste it. From the book here. Also from the book. And this is a wild Christmas morning, looks like. And that's just a tuck spot. And here, this is a picture. There was a smaller one earlier, about so big. They're stirring the plum pudding. And if I had this correct, you would put prizes like it was a coin that they would put in it. And whoever found, and they would literally, you know, beat it into the batter, and then everyone would get a stir. And then when it was cooked, whoever got that coin that was in there would have good luck for the rest of the year or something like that. But I just thought it was really neat. The idea was everyone took a stir in it. Took a turn stirring. Sweet little card there. For all of these are from the book. Isn't that beautiful? Mary and the baby Jesus. And the wise men, I believe, is who these are. And just gorgeous. And this was from the book as well. Best wishes. I love cats, so I had to put him in. Couldn't possibly leave him out. This is from My Porch Prints. Just an extra sheet to draw on. Just going to leave it there. And the reverse, this is called Snapdragon. And it was a game that they played, and I kid you not, this is what they did. They would put raisins into a dish like so, and they would douse them with brandy, I believe. And then they would set it on fire. And then the children would grab the raisins and, you know, try not to burn their fingers. Now, it sounds a bit out there, but this is exactly what they did. And there is a movie. I think it's by A&E, and it was Hercule Poirot in the movie Halloween, and they were playing Snapdragon in it. And the lights would be turned down, and it would be dark, so the only light was coming from the raisins that were on fire. And the children would, you know, try and grab the raisin to eat it. So it was different. But I thought that would be really neat to have in there. But again, that is from the book. It explains a little bit about it there. And then this is from the book. Again, that's another one from the cover. But it was done slightly different in the book. So I used it. And I just took the edge, the spine that was in there. It was a very thin book, which it no longer is, as you can tell. And I just thought, well, it'd be nice to include that as well. And so, when I had printed off all of these pages, I wasn't sure if I was going to use them all. And I thought, well, now that I've printed them, we can at least go ahead and use them. So, I included this little bonus journal. And I thought this would be nice just to, you know, carry around or just do whatever with. I've just put a little red ribbon around it. And all of this, this artwork is digital prints from My Porch Prints. And I've just put some vintage buttons on here. There are 24 pages. It's 8 1/4 by 5 1/4. And I just thought they were so neat. So it has also, I stitched it up with a pamphlet stitch. And the pages, again, these are the ones that I did not print out correctly. So I just sewed them all up. And it made it kind of neat and thicker. And I just thought it was really neat. So, but there is the bonus journal. Isn't that beautiful? That's used on the reverse of the journal. That picture is. The center. It's just one signature. Frohe Weihnacht. Merry Christmas, I believe is what that is in German. I hope I've got that correct. We lived in Germany for many years. They have such wonderful traditions there. Again, that's all from the digital prints. That one I used for the cover. Sweet. And that's the end. Christmas greetings. And again, the two go together. I'll put that Etsy link below. And it does come with the tassel. Come here, you. It does come with the tassel and the key, so I'll put that all together. I hope you are having a lovely and blessed week. It's almost the end of the week. It is kind of miserable and cold and rainy here today in Alabama, but it's all good. I'd prefer this to hot, 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 humid, humid, humid summers. So I'm okay. And fall has arrived. So take care and God bless. Bye-bye.